So you guys are
It's easy one
in
to do.
yes. So you guys are close to Alexopolis, I believe.
Yes, if that's where the boat docks or whatever.
Yep. Let me double check. DIY MMO. Let's see. Alexopolis. Yep. Yeah. You're in Alexopolis, a smaller town primarily tasked to guard the Whirlpool Gate. But they're hoping that someday you guys can make it so that they can open and close at their whim. That hasn't happened yet. From Alexopolis on the bubble map, aside from just wandering out into the plains, you could go to either the Burlington Whirlpool or Kinleyville, and from there, other places.
So, is the Shoggoth still playing in the Whirlpool?
It's hard to say because it keeps, it seems to be hidden a lot, and then it comes out and fucks with things, and then blah, blah, blah.
So, have they had any sightings of it since the dragon turned up and the dragon fought?
Yes, right, it terrifies these people.
All right, so the dragon hadn't carried it off somewhere in the battle?
No.
Oh, well.
No, it is, from what they tell you, their captain of the guard there is named Leaf, and he's like, it seems to have been a stalemate, sir.
So the Shoggoth didn't kill the dragon?
Now, they drove off the dragon. I don't think we're going to be seeing the dragon for a while because apparently fire doesn't really do much to it, and the dragon definitely can breathe fire. Holy shit. And it's just fucking huge. Huge. By the way, Alex's friends, we've taken the prisoner and stuck him in our cell. We don't have a lot of cells. Usually if somebody's really bad, then we will send them off to redeem themselves. But we've got a couple of cells for drunk tanks and shit.
Okay. And you've secured him as you would secure a spellcaster?
He goes and talks to somebody. Right. He comes back. He's like, yes.
Good.
And he says, yeah, in really extreme circumstances, I guess we could always amputate the hands.
Yes. Yes, you could. Potentially. That'd be an interesting...
Do you want us to amputate his hands? He looks at Doc Fulton. Aren't you a doctor?
Yes, I am.
That does bring to mind an experiment I've been curious about, Doc, but I'm not sure if we should go down
I think you can still gesticulate just differently.
I
was more interested as to whether or not after time, if this is something like that is done to Adora, if the hands reappear eventually.
Yes.
As in, yes, they do, or yes, you're interested in that as well?
They do.
Okay.
It takes time.
Yep. Well, we've got him manacled and such. Yeah. They're not. We don't have the greatest defenses. If this guy's gonna like have monsters or something, we should just kill him. But we've got him manacled up as best we can.
And where is his gear so we may inspect it and see what he had on him and his backpack, etc.
Yeah, he brings you over. They like to keep the gear near the prisoner for some inexplicable reason. So you go into the jail cells. They're really. It's like they've got 3 cells basically, and they've kind of got makeshift chains so that the guy's arms are like that. But you're thinking, I could probably get out of that eventually. So not great cells. He's still unconscious from his fucking ping beating. Ping being the brand name.
I'll go into the cell next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Is there chains like that as well?
No. They rigged up these chains specially for this dude.
Oh, okay. I was going to yank on the chains and see how well they were.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a makeshift affair. These guys are not really into the whole let's take prisoners thing, you know.
What, do you normally just kill people?
Well, normally we don't have a lot of fighting and stuff going on here.
I thought there was another group, like PvPers or something, that it was set up somewhere else.
Most of those
guys first came here.
Yes, when we first came here, but apparently their spawn area was somewhere far to the west, and very few of them made it this far east.
So you have encountered some of them, though.
Yeah, but usually they're so insane that they just have to be put down quick.
Okay. Or they're happy to see other people, but they've decided.
They're happy to see other people so they can kill them. That's their whole thing.
Yeah, I just thought since they no longer get respawn, I thought they might decide that PvPing was no longer such a fun gank fest.
PKers are not known for their intelligence, Leaf says, folding his arms.
True.
You notice that all the people here, there's some kind of dim people from time to time and stuff, because you don't require a lot of deep wisdom to fucking farm. But overall, everybody seems relatively healthy. The ones that are human seem relatively good looking, but apparently a lot of people chose stupid races and shit. So they ended up coming out just not too happy when playing a gnome for a couple hours is fun, but being a gnome for years, less fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you gotta fucking work up your sexual appetites for other gnomes who also look pretty funky, because the humans are not gonna fuck you.
Well, they could be a twisted human. You never know.
Ooh. Something's happening.
There is a stirring in the force.
Yes. Emerging from one of the other cell's drunk tank. I can totally see that as well. Like, why were you in the drunk tank? Yeah, it's this way. There we go. Okay, you should be live. Excellent. Reduce your hands down to 4. Matt, take 4. And yeah, so you guys are hanging out with Leaf. He is the captain of the human guards here that's helping guard Burlington Gate. There's a lot of other guards and stuff, but I'm not going to do fucking NPC overload so that I forget about them anyway, because I'm not like Pete where I've got a fucking spreadsheet of guards and shit. But Leaf himself, just kind of a normal guy, but you know, he's decent at fighting and stuff. Wears some armor, you know.
And we're at Alexopolis, is it?
Correct.
What was I going to check? Guards. That's what I was going to check. Nada. And I suspect rotary aircraft plus 20.
Nice.
All right.
So Leaf's like, Alex Kinley. He looks around like, I'm not sure what to do when he doesn't respond. He just goes, well, so there's the prisoner. Here's his gear. We put on this nice table for you.
Thank you.
We're going to have a couple guys stick around in case it's trapped and shit. He looks at a couple of guys. This is what we normally do to people that we're unhappy with. You guys stay here with them.
God take me. So
okay.
I would leave a clog and greed on top because I'm nice like that. And just in case someone's got a Yunk card.
Oh, this is off to a good start. Card pay.
I know.
Card pay.
Oh, you're getting rid of all the shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Leaf's like, I'm going to go get some stuff done, and we're going to sweep the area to make sure none of the other guys are sticking around for, you know, slitting some throats later, because The guys do respond, but they're fucked up when they do.
Yeah. So, where did they get their mounts from?
Well, what? They're rhinopedes?
Yes.
Oh.
So, do the saddles have maker's marks on them?
No, we're not. We don't think that they're from our thing, but rhinopedes are not uncommon in the plains.
Okay, so they're potentially from a difference, from
Oh, yeah.
somewhere completely different on the plains, which
Yeah,
is
if they
useful
even
to know
came
in
from
on
here.
itself. Yeah.
What?
The rhinopedes, you mean? You mean they may have brought them here from somewhere else?
No, I mean the people came from somewhere else. Picking up rhinopedes, if you know, once you learn to deal with rhinopedes and stuff like that, it's not too difficult.
Okay. I wasn't sure how easy it was to train/ride them.
That's about like a horse.
Happy pie.
Happy pie.
Yay.
We'll take a card, get Chris back into card play.
Chris doesn't want to be in card play. He likes it.
Like that.
I likes it rough.
Play immediately. Great.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I suppose it's good to get everything done with anti-greed.
Combat. Sorry?
Anti-greed.
No, I didn't have any greed cards. It's good to get that out.
Greed card.
That's right back.
Yeah, I just got
that greed card anyway. Yeah.
I just got 5 hero points to NPC of GM's choice.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, exactly. At least it didn't come out yesterday.
Yeah.
Who came out yesterday?
All right, so what's our plans for today, gents? Any ideas?
Kill everyone. I mean, be nice. I did have an interesting idea last night when I was in a drunken stupor.
Is this in-game or out-of-game?
Oh, both. A bit of A, bit of B. So I want to try and track down the person or the entity or whatever that kind of codes these zones. And I want to make Friday in Burlington.
Sorry, the people or persons that do what? I didn't
like
quite make you out.
Like whoever, like, you know, make these whoever makes these shadows what they are, or, you know, changes them in whatever way they wish.
Sorry, it's hard to hear you over Logan.
Sorry. All right.
And then we're going to find this person and we're going to get them to change the Friday in Burlington to December the 25th. So it's always Christmas. And that way, Santa Claus always has to come every day to Burlington and give me and us a present. Otherwise, we're going to tell Mrs. Claus about his escapade. Yeah. That's a great idea.
Luke's like, I'll be going then. He heads off, leaving you've got 2 guards here to keep an eye on the prisoner.
All right.
They've got spears in case they have to stick him.
I had a play immediately, which was 5 hero are added to an NPC of the GM's choice.
Got it. Okay.
Unfortunately. All right. Yeah, so we'll look for his gear just to see anything of interest, maps or anything like that of the land.
Now, it looks like, give me spy lore rolls.
Spy lore.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually a skill?
Should be.
Yes, it is.
They probably don't have much on them because they don't want any pocket trash, so we can't trace them back to whatever group or affiliates they're with.
Yeah, quite possible. I just wasn't too sure as to how they were, depending on how they were traveling.
Yeah, nothing incriminating or marking or whatever on their shit. But they have
some interesting
rope, compasses that don't work here, because they haven't got a fucking magnetic north here.
So and that actually that's the other thing. Even things like labels on the gear as to where they were made and stuff.
Stripped.
Okay.
It does look like it's been machined, but everything is pretty much made to look as generic as possible.
But you did mention some of their gear had North Face.
Yeah.
North Face on it?
North Face. But as I'm sure the North Face company would say, they have stores and shit everywhere.
Yeah. I was interested, even if it was just to give an indication as to what sort of Earth they got their gear from. As in, if it was like an Earth with Europe or a Earth with Genovia. Because if it's a modern Earth with Genovia, it's a place we've not been to yet.
Mm-hmm. There's a groan from the cell. By the way, there's just normal adventuring type gear. Like, I'm going to go somewhere else and kick ass. Nothing really unexpected. It'll be useful. It's nothing that you guys don't have access to. It'll probably be useful for the people here. But you do hear a groan. The two guards are pretty much like in the cell, ready to stick this guy if something bad happens, because they don't know. They do look a bit nervous to you guys. Empathy rolls.
Modern guns don't work here, do they? That was why they weren't shooting at us.
You're not sure, but they do have modern guns in their fit.
I have no idea. I take out my lightsaber and I try to make it work.
Hold on a second. Let me check the thing here. Give me a willpower times 1 there, Chris. You think you broke it. Just mark that.
Is it supposed to come apart in 3 pieces like that?
No look on Chris's face.
Why? It's just a regular lightsaber.
Yeah.
You think it? Yeah. Just make a note broken next to the lightsaber. You can try fixing it later and build up that skill. Though I recommend trying to fix it in a zone that can handle.
Yeah.
As far as your empathy roll goes, Alex, you're thinking that these guards are ready to stick this guy if he twitches. So maybe a bit too soon.
But who? Stick who?
There's 2 guards.
Yeah.
Who are from Alexopolis.
Yeah.
They're ready to stick this guy. You think if he starts to come around, they may panic and stick him with spears because they're under a lot of pressure.
Right, yeah, the guy that we knocked out, or Chris knocked out in the putter.
That's right.
Oh. Is he chained up?
Yeah, he's in the Jesus position.
Right, you two, go take 5.
One of them almost stuck the guy when you're like, you two. Oh!
Go smoke a doobie.
Yes, sir. Right, march on.
Go smoke a doobie.
This will become a line from the great tactical book of Alex Kinley written here in Kinleyville.
Gotta do that. Smoke him if you got him.
The guy seems to be coming around.
Does he have Does he have a magic pentagram on him?
Does he have what there, Pete?
Sorry, I was watching Alex slap him and saying, "Wake up!"
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
wake up spell.
Go for it.
I can't remember what the exact name of it. The magic pentagram from Gothic thingamajiggy.
I'm not sure what you mean, Pete.
Right, 4 to 10.
Spellcasters in Gothic St. Angeles need to have a magic pentagram, otherwise people think you're a monster.
You're talking about the spirit pentagram.
Yes, that's it. Sorry, I had a mental blank what it was called. Does he have one of them on him?
You'd have to rip open his clothing or start slowly undressing him while Alex is shaking him and slapping him.
I after slapping him repeatedly for a while, I managed to actually wake him up with the spell.
You're not sure if he's awake from the spell or from you shaking and slapping him, but he looks at you and goes, "Geez, calm down."
Still got to check.
Yeah.
Right.
He looks at the chains on his wrist and he's like, "Geez."
Better make sure you haven't taken any poison or diseases to make sure you die in captivity. I'll try and cure poison on him. Yeah.
He watches with interest.
Yeah. Yep.
Is he going to keep massaging me like that?
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's part of the treatment. And I'm done.
Yes, I can see that you are. Please go and clean yourself up.
The guy's like, I'm not done. I was so close.
I'm
I was
done.
talking to Ellie. All right, so what's your name?
You can call me Hank for this conversation if you want.
Pardon?
You can call me Hank for this conversation if
For
you
Hank.
want.
Okay.
Sure. Are you going to just hurry up and kill me, or is it torture time?
No. Always interested in information when it comes to Doras.
I ain't telling you shit, so we're moving right into torture time.
Okay. Do you even know? Have you heard the expression Dora?
Of course I have.
Surely you have. Well, not necessarily. So I know some Doras that had not heard it before.
He rolls his eyes and mutters something about those kind of people.
Yeah, it just depends on how long you've been kicking about and who you've met.
Hey, you know the rules.
Yeah,
No,
that's
what-
why.
which
Instead of
roles?
killing you can just go back and appear at your safe spot.
Right.
A slight loss of power. We're going to keep you here. Keep you here forever.
That's against the rules, he says.
Yeah.
What rules?
Dora rules. The rule
What
is
Dora rules?
kill me, and then I don't come back and fuck with you for a year and a day.
No, you're making it up.
Sorry, what Dora rules are you on about?
Just the bog standard Dora rules, from the halfway.
No, not familiar with any Dora rules.
Where's the halfway?
The halfway in?
Yeah.
Isn't that a
It's a
dick
tip.
joke?
Well, kind of. He says, yeah, kind of, but it's still a real place. You haven't been there yet? That explains a
Nope.
lot. Yeah.
So when you first appeared in these realms, where did you appear then?
Why do you
Sounds like
guys look
met-
super real? What's up with that?
Where's Super Green?
Super green? Okay.
Sorry, so which realm did you first appear in then? Because sounds like you may have appeared differently to where we appeared.
I appeared first in super green.
In Super Green? Really?
That's
I see.
yeah. So suck it, he says.
That's not very nice.
How can we abide by these Dora rules if we don't know anything about them?
You're just gonna have to go talk to Secundus yourself. I ain't getting involved.
Talk to who?
Secundus.
Secundus. Who's Secundus?
He's the keeper of the halfway in or just the tip. He doesn't call it that.
I'm sure he doesn't.
No, it's the House of Vespillo or some shit. But we all call it the halfway in.
So how did you find out about the halfway in? Or is
Talking
that
to Doras. Am I the first other Dora you assholes have met? Oh,
No.
shit. Ah, all right. I'll be quiet.
No, we've met other Doras, but none of them have ever told us about the halfway in.
He looks at you.
Told us how to get there, or said about the fact that Doras should go there to get briefed on the rules, or whatever other bullshit.
He looks at you.
But he's being a cunt now because he got slapped. So you're probably not going to get much out of him now.
He looks at Alex.
So
Oh,
you want us to abide by rules that we don't know anything about and we're not going to find out about?
He sucks on his teeth for a while. Looks at Alex.
Shut up.
He doesn't say a word.
How's he going to tell us stuff, Alex, if you keep telling him to shut up?
It's just an expression.
He doesn't say a word.
We'll be back in a minute. Colleagues, may we?
Yeah. Did you want to get the guards back in to keep an eye on him?
You do.
They come back
You
in.
do be. Don't stab him, just watch him. If he does anything like get away, shout.
Yes, sir. So you want us to stab him as soon as you get away?
Don't
No.
Not to leave the room, even if we come and get you.
Don't make this into a fucking Monty Python sketch.
I was just gonna keep going.
So go in there, stab him, and then come back out. No. Stay in there, watch him, don't stab him. All right.
So you want us not to stab him, even if he gets out.
No, if it looks like he's trying to get out, like casting a spell, breaking the bonds, etc., yell out, scream, let us know. We're just going to be outside discussing things quietly.
One of the guards leans forward to Joshua and goes, "Ah!"
What was that for?
He just broke out, sir. He points in the room. You guys hear a loud snap, and he's like, "Ha ha!" And you hear him chanting and shit.
What's he
Well,
chanting?
since we haven't
No,
left
you're standing right there. You were like
Yeah,
less than 3 meters away from him. He's like, "Ah." He just snapped.
As far as I know, Alex is still standing next to him.
Probably, but
Can I roll my spellcraft to know what spell he's casting?
Yes.
Yeah, can we
Hold on, let me find the fucking thing.
Yes. Holy Christ, Chris.
I'm a fucking wizard, yo.
Aren't you a wizard, martial artist, duelist?
Yeah, I think we all are, basically.
Nice.
What spell is he casting?
Some sort of like big explosion spell thing that's highly unstable. And
What a cock.
right, we'll go into combat rounds here. What a cock. And let's see. This is a dramatic. Villains are first and hasted. Taking a damage from a foe is approved. Right, for one of his actions he casts, the other one he's dodging. Well, as best he can. He's still on the fucking chain on one of his wrists. He didn't like fucking Hulk smash everything. He just got the weaker one. So, right, going through it. McKay, what do you do?
There's bars between me and him, so I'm just watching at the moment.
Excellent. You watch. You can fap if you wish to. What does Alex do?
Oh, now I've spellcraft to find out what kind of spell it is and want to analyze the magic.
You contemplate his magic, and
I counter it.
Right, you made it.
Essence versus essence.
All right, let's see. His essence is. What's your essence?
21.
How'd you get 21?
Because I got the extra point. I did something special to get the extra point.
Okay, so yeah, that fucks with his little world. So let's see, it's up by 3.
Yeah,
So
my essence can go to 21 as well. I can't remember what we did to get it, but yeah.
yeah, fuck both of you. Right, so you need to get 15 up. So you need to roll a 65 or less, Chris.
Of course.
Fuck your
spend a
couch.
pause.
He said.
I'll
What?
spend a pause.
He spends a pause to counter your whole attack. Then.
Okay.
So, right, because he's got some pause from somewhere recently.
Well, that would be
Yeah, bastard.
Yes, he feels the power of evil coursing through his veins. And right, that's the PCs. What Matt, you were trying to do analyze?
Magic you were trying to cast.
Yeah. It's hard because you don't have your glasses on and shit. That will help you see the strands of the magic and shit.
Mm.
So give me an analyze a negative 30 since, oh, you already did. Fuck you. And you already made negative 30. Double fuck you. Right. It's essentially you think what he's doing is casting a dangerous, reckless, highly unstable spell because that way, if he gets interrupted, then it may blow him up. If he gets it off, it may blow you and him up. Basically, he's doing a bomb right now.
What a call.
Yes. And he's smiling. You think if he had access to an apple, he would be eating it just to show he's an extreme douchebag. Next round. Heroes are first. Holding up an object and laughing maniacally is approved. The 2 guards that are in here panic. They look to Alex immediately for orders or something. So heroes are first. Pete, what do you do?
Fucker.
Yeah. He spends a pause to counter Chris's shit because he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I don't
His
know.
opponent,
what
your opponent fails thing?
Yeah, his opponent fails in your counter spell.
So yeah. All right, so he's in the cell, X in the cell. There's 2 guards in the way as well. So yeah, I don't know what he's casting. So
It's a huge clusterfuck here.
yes, exactly. So
People are packed in pretty tight.
what was the preferred? Sorry, what was the preferred action?
Holding up an object and laughing maniacally.
All right, I lift up one of the objects on the table and
Take your card. Alex, what do? The guards look to you. They've got spears. They can definitely stick him. Of course, if they miss, you are still standing next to this guy. So
I say knock him out. And I try and I'm going to punch him.
okay.
If I can find punch.
Because this is his last round of casting this spell, which may not be as devastating as he'd like it to be, but we'll see.
Not. So that's D3, D4, D6.
Yes, because you're freakishly strong. You're not up to monstrously strong yet, but you give him a good, hard pimp slap. Right.
Pimp slap.
The 2 guards are reversing their things and basically trying to club him with their spear hafts. Chris, what do you do?
I cast counterspell on him. You said he spent a pause.
Yes, that's right. Wow, both of the fucking guards hit. They don't have very good power on these, but
Go, guards, go!
between all that, he is wow. He's barely conscious. Pretty much the next thing, he's like,
he unless he was fully hit. As far as I know, nobody's healed him, so he still would have had half the damage from when Chris
good
hit him.
point. Yes, he goes unconscious. That causes the spell that was spinning, so to speak, to completely careen out of control. Who's got the worst luck? The guards. All right, I'm rolling a luck roll for one of the guards to see what happens with the spell. The guard has a luck of 50 for this. Bing. Everybody roll their own separate D20 damage on themselves. Get low. Damage on the prisoner. God damn it, he says. And he's more unconscious now. Let's see. Damage on guard. And guard. One of the guards is instantly killed.
Cock.
Everybody still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Not feeling
Just
very
the
happy.
one guard gets vaporized. The other guard, everybody else is like, oh, minor shrapnel.
Well, that one guard must have taken the brunt.
Yes, he threw himself onto the guy's cock in order to save you. So, right. The guy's still chained by one thing. He's now hanging off of the chain. He looks like he was slightly injured in his explosion.
Oh, slightly.
Slightly, yes.
We wait until we're done with him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he can't withstand a lot of beating because he had a lot of beating last night. He still got that damage, and
I'm still confused how he cast a spell when he was chained up.
he'd broken one of his hands off. Because as I told you,
chain was it?
oh yeah, I told the air guys that they knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're going to do the fucking Hannibal Lecter. He's going to be strapped by every fucking possible means to some large block of stone or something. Get out of that fucktard.
Unfortunately, the guys here don't have a lot of good strapping stuff. That's why they jury rigged up these chains, because they aren't used to taking prisoners. They run off, the one guy who was dragging his buddy to going, medic, he goes, yes, sir. He tries dragging him a little faster. Leaf comes back and he's like, what the fuck? He looks around, everything's all fucked up and stuff.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't secure the prisoner.
We did secure the prisoner.
Not well enough.
Yes, sir. He stands at attention. Alex throws a temper tantrum at the remaining stuff. Give me a strength roll, Alex, for something impressive. There's a wall you can punch. You may end up putting your fucking hand through it because you're strong as shit.
Strength.
If you get a crit, I'll have something extra fun happen.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Alex destroys part of the plaster on the wall. Like, ah. Leaf's like,
plaster.
I'll go find something. He rushes off. He yelling orders to his men. You drag that body faster. Yes, sir.
My best friend.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's disappeared. Well, good. Go find some more strapping. Yes, sir.
Drag your best friend faster.
No problem. Yeah, the whole area's in uproar, and Leaf a luck roll here. Yeah. Right. Cut to. They've got the guy spread eagle on a. Basically, they made a big X cross, and they found a bunch of rope and shit, and they've got all of his limbs very tied, like the movie style tying, and then they got the guy's midsection tied. So pretty much, you've got access to his head, his crotch, his hands, and his feet. The rest is rope. And there's two different guards here, and Leaf. The rest of the guards are on higher alert because they are worried about the fucking Shoggoth jumping out and killing everybody here. Because that's how Shoggoths roll. And of course, things coming through the fucking Burlington whirlpool, they're a bit concerned about. But yeah. They've got some more seasoned guards here because apparently this prisoner's a bit more dangerous, but he seems to be well and truly unconscious, nearly dead. But he couldn't get quite enough damage on himself.
Which seemed to be his intent on my suicide bombing. All right. Doc, could you be able to bandage up my wounds, please?
Sure, give me a second here.
Thank you.
I sent somebody off to get some first aid stuff so Doc doesn't have to use up his.
Unless they got some blue pots or something. No, red pots. Blue is
Red pots.
Blue is magic points, isn't it?
Actually, they may have some red pots. Give me a luck roll there, Pete. This is a guard thing. That's what they do here.
I better make sure none of you guys are poisoned.
I got my first aid.
You start getting felt up by Alex.
There's your 1 point.
Thank you.
Me next. Me next.
Yay.
And I make a luck roll.
Yeah, they bring you a D8 red pot.
Thank you. D8, you say.
There's your 4 points.
Nice.
Yay, and 1 point from the pot as well.
Chris loves me more.
How'd you get 4 points?
Because I critted my first aid roll.
God damn, you are the doctor.
Nice, a 2 down 2 wheels. Right, yeah. Other. That's the one. Oh, shit.
You guys feel a bit uncomfortable as Alex continues feeling you up. He just walks around. He's like,
I'm checking you over. Stay still. I got more things in me. Come on, baby.
There's something really unsettling about being given an amateur prostate exam.
That's it. You're free of disease and poison, McKay.
Thank you, I think.
Yeah.
You wish you didn't test your prostate with a hand on each shoulder.
Yeah.
That's the most diseasiest part.
Yeah. So, right. They've got, you guys are outdoors. They've got a big cross. It's on those wooden horses, you know, the things that they set up. They've got that on there. And you've got 4 standing torches burning. Leaf looks extremely uncomfortable for some reason. The guards are also looking uncomfortable. Everybody can do an empathy if they feel like it.
I'm really annoyed.
They stand at attention.
Minus 60 or a quarter.
You're thinking that the refugees of this land are not super comfortable with torture at all. It would probably downgrade their opinion of their demigod a bit.
As far as I know, Alex does not intend to torture the guy.
They don't know that. They figure it's torture time and shit.
Alex, you may need to reassure him that you're not intending to torture the guy. Assuming that's your intent.
Alex just gives you a look like, well, it's not now.
Get rid of it.
Everybody looks at the torch.
Look, everyone. We're not going to torture the guy, but he's obviously a very dangerous individual. So we need to make sure he is secure. We need to question him. He has information we need. Okay? And no torturing, just information gathering. But he needs to be restrained very, very well.
He's restrained as well as we can make.
He
Josh
blew up Bob and Bob's friend. I don't even know the name. But
their names are Bob now, sir.
yes.
Joshua McKay, I know that you have not lore. Does anybody else have not lore?
I don't actually have not law. I have ropes and pulleys.
Yes,
what you're
yes.
thinking of.
I'll take a ropes and pulleys roll or not lore or
I've
anything
got
like
not
that.
tying.
I'll take not tying as
Humble.
well.
Not tying.
This stuff is really well tied up or really badly tied up.
Yes, you're
Did you say you would take not tying?
yes, yes, because McKay's beginning to untie the guy's stuff and retie it.
No, McKay, no.
You guys
Try
fight.
not today.
You guys fight over the knots and shit for a bit.
Sorry, I'm half dead. It could be the blood in my eyes.
The guards just stand there and keep an eye on things. They don't know what's going on.